3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Oh, my sound crystal clear. I tell you the truth, you know. Some of them never rate you. You see? Don't about them attack, you know. Expectation over the roof, you know. Just a different mess in the pan, but I'm not too pre that, you know. My soul. Me used to pray for better days till me change my ways. Used to sit up on the block and gaze in the sky for days. I wonder if me go make it out of life in this maze. You would be amazed when me talk me guess the nano years. Me final, say me good friend cheers. Take a page out of me life and said the body's not go pay. Who not dead end up at jailhouse, the rest don't run away. Left the family with the pain and that will never go away. This time me dead and reincarnate a brand new me.
Birds Eye Wicked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That was Better Days by Trueace. This is our special guest of the day. This is the Theventpod podcast. I'm your host, Jamie Hunter. We got the Nerdsy in the cut. That's why you don't see her.
Hey.
She's, you know, she decided to take over the camera. You know, shout out Nerdsy Studio, Triple Z Studio. We got Del Pesh in the cut.
AKA, when I put on chapstick, everyone puts on chapstick. What's going on?
Ja.
And we got
God.
the first guest of 2025. You already know what it is. It's Trueace. October 2024, you dropped Grandeza. I said it right? I think
October 18, 2024.
Yes.
To be exact, yeah.
Yes. Grandeza.
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 Just, you know, the Spanish Grandeza.
Grandeza.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. How you been, man? You know,
I'm alive, so I'm good, you know. Alive and well, can't complain, so
yeah, man.
give thanks.
Trust me.
True.
Trust me. Trust me. How was your 2024?
Shut there, right?
Yep.
But
How was your
2024? You know what?
Sorry, because it's been a while since we've seen you. It's been like us,
like 2 years,
from the Hanfest media interview.
That was like 2023.
That's when Nerds was killing me, bro. When it came to interviews and stuff, Nerds was killing me. I didn't know what to say. But yeah, yo, we're here. We're back again, yo.
It's been good. If I'm being honest, 2024 was great. Not the best, but it was great. You know what I mean? Did a lot of shows as far as music goes. Did a lot of shows, a lot of performances, traveled, a lot of new music, recorded a lot of new music, you know, collaboration as well. And again, we released Grandeza in 2024. So, and it's a project that means a lot to me. It's my first EP. So, you know, and to me, I feel like I put out a good body of work. So
Yeah, man.
it was a good year, man.
It definitely is, because I remember seeing the singles that you had before. I remember seeing the performances and stuff like that, and I was listening to Grandeza, and I'm just like, yo, everything just sounds like perfect, like mix wise, because a lot of like artists don't really take time on their mixes, take time on what they're doing. They just flush it, and just throwing it out there, and it's like the body of work is kind of you know what I mean? So,
yeah, but even with that being said, me and my team, as you know, big up the team. Big up Lando, big up JSR, Shandiva otherwise. But we're big on the quality needs to be up to par.
Right.
Because we can't just be putting out a bunch of song and then when you listen to it, it's like, it's not soothing for the ears. It's just like rough. And so we're big on that because when you listen to my voice, it's deep. So for me to get in a record and get it to a standard where people can listen to it and it's smooth on the ears and, you know, you can listen. For me, that's a big accomplishment, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's all about the quality over the quantity.
That's true.
that's what's up, man. Because even like, you know, what's the funny thing is I've been like from the Hanfest time and stuff. I've seen you spot up here and there. I seen you with Valiant one time, yo, a couple of times. I was like, yo, what the hell? It's like, wait,
Yeah, man, big up Valiant, man. I'm a G, you know?
I was like, what is it? Yo,
Big up Ching Boss.
Yo, I was like, what? I'm like, isn't this guy? Yo, we just interviewed the guy. He's with Valley right now. What's going on? I was like, but it's all good, man.
And that's because I opened a show for Valiant in same 24. That's what I'm saying. 2024 was a good year.
Right.
Opened a show for Valiant in London, Ontario.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, that was a big, you know, because it's bigger than the crowd that I'm normally used to performing for.
Right.
I believe this was like 3,000 or more people. So yeah, man, it did bad, man.
What was that like? It was crazy.
Bad, you know. it you know, you feel the confidence, but when you get out there on the stage and you look by everybody and you say, yo, a whole heap of people this.
Holy.
Cause you don't want nobody for boo, you know.
No.
We don't want
right.
nobody boo me. Cause anybody a boo me, a ladies alone. Cause no man no for tell no man to them a boo. Joking. Okay.
That's funny. Yo, and that's the thing. Like, what I was gonna say when it comes to like, would you say is your like best place to perform? Like,
Best place.
like
It's not in Toronto, just to say that.
Oh,
Because we've been definitely not. Me and the team, we've been outside of Toronto. We've been in the States as well and performed. And the response that you get from the people that don't even know you are like, yeah, the biggest thing.
that's
that's the part.
You know what I mean? But you're performing in Toronto, and I think it's that saying that says, we already know who you are.
Yeah.
Even if they respect you and love you, we know who you are. Like, yeah, do your thing. But when you go outside the city and outside the country, it's a whole different response. So I like performing in Montreal.
Montreal. We've been discussing that as a pod for like years now. Like for some reason in this city alone, it could go.
It's up and down.
It's up and down. Yeah.
It's a weird, tough break because it's like when you're starting here, it's a rough start. Like, you know what I mean? But if you make it out to the States or somewhere else that don't even know you, they'll appreciate your craft. And it's weird because it's like when Toronto sees like America and other place appreciate your craft, that's when they start appreciating your craft.
And,
Which is kind of
the next thing as well. A lot of people don't understand how powerful Toronto is. Toronto, and I want you guys to understand, Toronto is not really supportive of their local artists. They're really not. But when you go outside of Toronto and they find out you're from Toronto, they show you a lot of respect. Especially when you go to like Montreal, Ottawa, these places, different cities, they really show you that respect. You're from Toronto. You know, so that's a big plus coming from Toronto, I guess, which don't support you. But you know what I mean? Life goes on.
Yeah. I feel like because of that, it makes like great talent here in Toronto. I think it makes great talent. Like, I feel like when they go into the States, they always flourish because it's like, there's just levels. There's just levels. And it's like,
they see it.
That's how it goes, man. Hidden gems are in the city, but then once they start shining from the outside, think about it. It's just like other country that I would use the word invade. Other country to get your diamonds and gold. The country that has it don't know what they have until someone comes in and take it. Same thing. The artists in the country, they don't know what they have until you go outside.
Someone else makes it valuable.
Exactly. So, you know, just say it, come on.
yeah, so it goes so still. Yeah, it's the year just started. A lot of things happened. Obviously, Vybz Kartel performed, New
World
Year's
Boss.
Day. Yeah, free. Well, I can't even say. Yo, I just see the same free World Boss, but bigger
No,
World
you
Boss.
just flip it now. World Boss free.
World Boss free. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. And performed at Freedom Street. I love the performance. How did you feel feeling like Vybz Kartel come back and then seeing them at Freedom Street?
Amazing, because my generation and even the newer generation, a lot of them are doing music because of Vybz Kartel. If we want to be real and keep it honest, it's because of Vybz. So seeing the teacher himself, the world boss, touch the road, the feeling, like, man, I watch the show and I can't believe me. I say, yo, 13 years on the man that road.
And he's on the road. Yeah.
Yeah, and the show was amazing for me. It was great. Yeah, man. The show was great. Well put together. I love it. I wish it was longer though.
Yeah,
Yours was longer.
Yo,
Yeah, I wish it was longer.
But he has the catalog for that. That's the thing.
Keep in mind, he barely performed, like, he didn't get to half his
and
catalog.
that's what I was saying too.
The man never even got to half. So
That's what I'm saying,
You know, man,
like-
so it's wholly more for us. So I think they should make it an annual thing.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
It was funny.
Yeah, man. Big up the world boss. Anywhere in the world, him there. 'Cause you know, him a
Facts.
travel all over.
Facts. Yeah, I hope he comes here.
Canada?
I believe he's gonna come here though. I believe so. Everything's part in, so he'll come here.
World boss. So
Look a
rich,
travel
man.
visa. You know what I mean?
When the world boss reach, my offer open the show there.
Facts.
You have to remember the recent laws about immigration and everything that they've been changing,
Stop
especially
it.
for
Yeah,
the
that's
visa.
well, I know, but that's an immigration. This a world boss.
Yeah, but
Trust me.
he still has
Trust
to
me.
get a permit to work here
Yo,
to perform.
Drake is gonna give him that pass too. Drake is gonna
Yeah,
give him
man.
the pass.
Him good, man. Keep in mind, he's not a convicted felony. He's not.
Right.
There's
is
nothing
true.
on his record clean
is
like
true.
Jesus clean driving record. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus, I can't.
What does I say? You know, so
Yo.
I don't see the reason why they wouldn't give it to him. Not only that, the man just got nominated for the Grammys.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Him good man.
I hear
So
you.
forward.
It's just the people in legislation.
World boss, make sure me I walk me that show there, you know. Yeah, man.
Jeez. Shout out to our boss. Yo, and there's a lot of, it's funny because it's like a lot of things happen. Like, you know what I remembered? Like when he was in jail, for some reason, it felt like dancehall was like, okay, like I feel like as soon as Vybz Kartel went to jail, Alkaline showed up. And it was kind of like, I know who you studied to become who you are. Like I could tell, like, okay, this ain't like you're basically vibes.
Right,
You're
right, right,
basically
right.
vibes in a sense. But like, did you ever feel like dancehall kind of like from the peak where vibes was? Did you feel like to now like it changed so much? Like, do you feel like it went down? Do you feel like it went up? Did you feel like a plateau?
No,
like,
you know, remember I said Vybz Kartel met the song, said dancehall can't stall, you know. And since he's been incarcerated, there's been multiple talents that's break through.
Right.
There's been a lot talents of all different type of song, different artists. And we had artists that hit to the point where they were collaborating with international acts.
Right.
So to me, there was still movements in the dancehall, maybe not to the level where people wanted it to be, but yeah, my feel said dancehall is still a go on, man. You know, maybe if you was out, it would have. We can't say if it would have been different or not. Right. There's no alternate universe that we know of, and know what would have happened. So we just have to go with what we know.
Right.
He was incarcerated. People were still getting the dancehall music, so I would say it didn't stall. It was still moving.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, man. And it changed.
That's true.
Now we have the trap dancehall for the younger generation. You know,
Which-
So-
Yeah.
so,
How do you feel
yeah, man.
about trap dancehall?
Love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
Yo,
love
I
it.
might be the old school one. Like I don't know, yo. Like trap dancehall.
You might not hear a lot of it from, but when we do song like Archu, the flow ya sick dog, brass flu, said them run the dance all me I pass you, Miguel, Gorilla Glue. It's somewhat, it has, and most of the songs that I do, it has somewhat a trap style to it.
Right.
Because you can't see the changes that happen, knowing that's the direction the world and Jamaica and the music's going in, the culture.
Right.
And you're trying to fight against it. It makes no sense.
Right.
You have to move along, try to get your peace and time, and you know, the ones that go against it. You don't know them.
Yeah.
No, they know it. Not reach somewhere. But you can't, you know, you have to accept changes, man. And it was good. You know?
Yeah, I'm happy to see it because, to be honest with you, it felt like when Vybz Kartel went in the bin, to me personally, it felt like I just heard more soca.
Really?
I felt like I heard more soca. I heard more Afro beats, which I love. But
Okay.
sometimes I'll hear Afro beats and I'm like, yo, I would love to hear Vybz on an Afro beat. There's certain things, but like I just felt like I heard more soca around the time. I don't know
So
if it's just
I
the
get what you're saying.
environment.
It has a lot to do with your surrounding as well
I
and
think
what
that's
you're
what it
locked in, tune into.
Right.
Right. But you're right because Afrobeat, reggaeton, they were up here.
Right.
And reggae was looking at them like. So we can't deny that. No matter who want to go around it and say, yo, bro, cut the nonsense.
It's
You know
true.
what I say? Yeah, man, just cut like a scissors. Man, I tell you the truth. Because at one point, Afrobeat was at the top, reggaeton, and dancehall wasn't where it needed to be. And keep in mind, these genre of music came from, they're all brothers and sisters.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But
yeah.
reggae was always the outstanding one. Reggae dancehall, I should say.
Right.
You know, so this is why recently, in a recent interview, when they asked Vybz Kartel, what you plan to do? Him said, bring dancehall back on a level where it should be, as in Afrobeat and say, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's right. It wasn't, you know, and it's still not at that level. It's getting back there. It's going, but you know, eventually everything take time. You know. Come on.
And I realized what's it called? I don't know. Since Vybz Kartel came back, I realized there's a little. I can't even say tension because they're not saying it's tension of who the king of dancehall is. They're saying Beanie's saying this. People are saying Beanie says the king of dancehall. I'm not. I choose Vybz Kartel as the king of dancehall personally, but I do think there's a time. Like there's a certain time. Like I don't think you could be the king your whole life. as a dancehall
Yeah,
artist.
because watch this now. Vybz Kartel, realistically, right now, Vybz are the king. Rate the two artists, them. Nah, disrespect Beanie, but it's different era of music. Beanie was like, wait, that's the king for the 90s, or so.
Yeah,
Vybz
yeah.
Kartel, a new millennium, him take over, guy, then
Right.
him bring it on him, got jail 13 years and come back and him still around the place.
Right.
You get me? So two artists I'm respect, I'm gonna really want to show dirt pan none.
No.
But yeah, man, the people have decided and a Vybz Kartel around the thing.
Yeah.
You get me? I say? If it was like the jungle now, you know it go when a king are reign for too long and them need a new king.
Yeah.
I would throw him down.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to go there out there. So.
Facts.
But just people them say a cartel, man, and me say a cartel too, you know? Yeah, man.
I feel like in order to be like personally just being like I can't say I'm the dancehall historian or anything like that, but I've watched stings from like Ninja Man and everything. Like I feel like in order to be even considered a dancehall king, you have to be in a clash.
Yeah, it goes. There's a lot of elements to that, right? So
Right.
the clash, the hits, the influence,
Yes. Yeah. You got
all
have
these
four.
things, and there's more that I might not be mentioning right now. But with all that, you have to put all that together, and you can. Cartel is very influential. One of the most influential dancehall artists ever.
Yeah.
Cakes.
Him have hit for days, right? Hits for days, right? He's for the culture. Him have the culture. You get me? I say. So him have the hit. Him have the influence. And what else? Man, I forget myself. But all of them things they put together, I'm really. I am the big man. No matter what nobody wants to say.
It was just funny because even like
And he must a whole heap of artists
right. Okay.
that are very successful.
Okay. You
That's the
see,
thing, yeah.
I was gonna go there
King.
too. I was gonna go there. The whole Gaza Nation.
King.
I was gonna go there too. I don't know if Beanie Man busts an artist. Personally, I'm not throwing shade, but I don't know.
I don't know about that. Still,
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I just knew the influence of Vybz Kartel because I was young around Beanie Man's time and whatever. It's good to watch the performances now on YouTube and whatever. But like for me, I remember when Clark's was the track. I remember Straight Jeans Unfitted. I remember when people just started bleach out them face. I remember these things.
Remember when KXO price go up?
Yeah.
And the most recent things, the man come out and wear a orange bandana and price go up.
Go up again. Yo,
That show you that's a king. A king don't have to speak, you know.
Right. Right.
They say silent are one of the most dangerous, you know, weapons.
Facts.
And the man was silent, came out with a bandana, the price went up without him saying a word. The man said, "Kiss me, baby." It went viral.
Right.
That
Right.
is
Right.
the king.
Right.
the facts.
It's not you coming to the people and say, "Yo, me are the king." Yeah, him say it in a 1 and 2 song, but because the people already claim him as the king, you get me? I say so.
Right. Remember-
I forget to him, man.
Remember when Busta Rhymes went back home and they were talking about like he was incarcerated at the time, right? Vibes, but there were a bunch of like younger fans, like they had like a protest or something. Like that's the type of like I've never seen that before.
Yeah, man. Them people go
Like-
crazy for Vibes, you know. Because he's not. Yeah, we're just right now. We're just speaking about Vibes' impact in Jamaica.
Right.
We haven't even spoken about what it's like outside.
Right.
There were 18, am I mistaken? 18 private jet that landed in Jamaica
Yes.
for the show.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Right. What they reported was exactly what you have. The traffic you have on the highway is what they were having with the
the air.
airport. So they had to delay a lot of flights.
Right. Right.
Right. And when you think about that, it's crazy because we had shows over the years, and to even touch base on Buju Banton show, we never heard about that.
Right.
Right. And the amount of money traveling tourism made in the one day, it's ridiculous. World boss, man. Like, make them for stop them thing, you know, and just, I'm the boss, so them I go around.
Yeah, it's funny. 'cause
Right.
For me,
But I love the entertainment still, and I love the, you know, every now and then, I love the little madness for them go out with, so it don't
Yeah,
really
it-
affect me. Because we know what it is already. Everybody know what it is.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
facts.
Me as a new artist coming up in the business, me have to be careful. I don't want to say certain things
Yeah,
and then it look like me a bad mind an artist, and you know the artist that might give an opportunity.
Yeah.
Never give artist one before though, but you know, might give opportunity and then it not happen. You get me I say? So we just have to be careful, you know. So but our Vibes are the boss, man. World boss, you know. One cartel.
Which dancehall artist would you love to collab with?
Vibes Cartel.
Yeah. Well, yo, that's
And we can't just listen. Vibes Cartel, yes, but if me be honest, there's a lot of dancehall artists who would collab with. Like you have the Massacre, you have the Cartel, even Alka. You have well, I collab with some already that I would love to collab with. The song's just not out yet.
Right.
You see me? And yeah, so Vybz, you have the Massacre, you have Busy Signal. There's lots of them, man.
Busy.
Too much for name, like whole heap of artists, you know?
Busy had a run too.
Yeah, man.
Busy
will forever. Remember the birthday song, one of the biggest birthday song worldwide. One song. You get me? I say so. Everybody have them time, you know, and moment, and you know, we just have to grasp in the moment and live life. You see me? I say.
I'll switch the who would you want to collaborate. If there was a hip hop artist you would collaborate, because I haven't seen much reggae, dancehall, hip hop.
In a while.
Yeah, they used to have those back in the day, and I haven't seen those in a while.
Like Biggie Supercat, you got
Yeah, Movado G Unit,
yeah.
Shine, Barrington Levy.
But that one's the best. That's the best one though I've seen. Shine Barrington Levy, that's the best one I've seen. Like I don't think no one can top that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go Toronto artist if you could pick one.
You know what I thought about me? I gotta say Drake.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I gotta say
Fair
Drake, you
enough.
know?
Right.
Because not only is he the hit maker, but a Drake are the big man if I keep it real.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, man. Drake are the big man.
Okay,
And then you have artists like
I was about to say, aside from Drake, who
you
else?
have Pressa body.
Presser, okay.
Pressa body, you see me? Yeah, man, Pressa body. You have I'm gonna tell you some artists I think bad in the city. Double M body.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
You see me?
Yeah.
Double M body. Pressa body. You have Everything Ocean in body.
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah,
too.
man, in bad man. There's whole heap. I'm not want to leave off nobody, but my mind I think. But yeah, those are a few, like Everything Ocean, Double M body. So yeah, for sure.
I thought a random one. Socrates. Socrates.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's vintage. That's veteran right there.
Cardinal Official. I can't forget him because you know, say Toronto sound originally was Cardinal Official.
That's yeah.
The rap fused with the dancehall. That's really because when you think about Toronto sound, the Toronto sound, that's what it was.
Right.
Might have changed now because you know.
Back when it's called T Dot. That's
Yeah, so a whole heap of artists me that collab with, man. So big up all the artists them in the city, you know. Yeah, man. And these are just Toronto artists that I have not collab with as of yet. Like as for collaboration with my teammate, yeah, man, we done have some bad artists. Like when I know J Star, I perform with J Star.
Right.
You know, when I know otherwise yet, but get familiar with the name. You have Shandiva. There's a lot. And that's just, these are individuals that are part of my team. You have Ching Boss. He just recently dropped a song with Jamil.
Oh, word.
Right? Yeah, song's doing very well because he have the #1 trending. I think it's most streamed song on YouTube in Jamaica right now.
wow, okay.
Yeah, man, Ching Boss and Jamil. You know?
Shout out to Jamil, yo. 'Cause,
Shout out to Ching Boss and Jamil.
both of them, yo. Shout out Ching Boss and shout out Jamil. Like, I haven't heard Jamil in a long time. I'll say that. I know
Yeah.
maybe because I'm out of the loop a
But
little bit.
that's what I'm telling you.
I think I'm
It's
out
your
of the loop.
surrounding.
Right. I think I'm out
Because
of the loop.
Jamil's been dropping music. Man, I drop music. Man, I do video. He might travel the world. He just came back from Africa.
Yeah.
I think he's back there again. So you know, and when Jamil touched Africa, it's like king, sold out.
I like how that market's opening up more and more. Like,
That's what I hear.
you want to go to Ghana, you want to go to Nigeria, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to the motherland. Treat you like, you know, kings and queens, man. That's what I'm thinking, yo. Yeah, but how do you feel? Because, you know, Nerdsy over there, we have debates a lot of times of the impact of dancehall and the impact of soca. And I kind of...
Careful. Careful.
You're right. I was because, you know, this week, Masha Montano was on Tiny Desk.
Yes, he was.
If Vybz Kartel was on Tiny Desk, higher or low? I'll say Tiny Desk might mash up
For the number.
for the numbers wise.
Let me hear what Shaga say.
Let's see. What was. What
You don't
was
need to
his-
check. It would have mash up. You not even need to check that.
Yeah,
Listen, we're talking about the world. Listen, away from Vybz Kartel doing 13 years,
Okay.
come back on the scene, gave them a hit recently again. Away from doing all that, he has done the work. He has the body of work to prove it. He's been influential from day one until now. Not only, and keep in mind, the reason why I say this man's great, not only is he writing songs for himself, the man's writing for like 4, 5, 6 people. And their songs are hidden. So, how can I deny greatness when it's a greatness?
Right.
Every platform that you go on and Vybz Kartel is on right now, change. He went on the Fix, and for the first time ever, they broke a record.
First mill. Yeah, their first million. You know,
So you're
right.
You want to continue the question? You really want him
I
going?
feel like,
You really want him to answer the question?
No shade to Marshall.
No, Marshall. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Marshall,
That's
a big artist. We not go around it, but we just call a spade a spade. The comparison and influence between Marshall and Kartel,
But they should do a track together. I'll say that they should do a track.
they have
Yeah.
track together.
I don't.
Just like him, I swear him have a track with Marshall. I wanted to check it. I wanted Bungie as well.
Really?
On-
I gotta see.
Yeah, check it. Check
I'm
it.
out
I
of
was
Was
gonna
a-
say, why not just find it now and let's see if
yeah,
we can
check.
play
I
it.
think him have a track with Bungie and one with Marshall. I think so.
I
Might
gotta
be
look
wrong.
into
But
that.
check.
But hey, I'll say yeah. I'm sorry. I'll say I'm team dancehall reggae. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love soca.
People have to remember, Vybz Kartel is not just now. He's been doing this. And most of these artists him link with them long time, and you know,
Right.
he makes song with them long time.
You've
Man.
been making me since
Oh
what?
yeah, 5 years ago.
He has a song with Marshall.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called Super Soca.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Okay.
And him have one with Bungie,
Yeah.
Bungie as well. You see what I say?
And then Bungie was on the remix for Bicycle. That's what shows up on Spotify.
Wow.
I actually want to hear this now.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
get excited.
Okay.
Can't put them against each other. Okay, you know what?
Joe.
It has a million views on it. It was released, or at least uploaded on YouTube 5 years ago.
Which one? Bungie or
Super soaker, right?
The Super Soca with Vybz Kartel and Marsha Montano.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
I did not know this.
Right?
But and that's a man.
That's so interesting. Even though it was 5 years. Oh,
But you have to think about the difference
no.
with streams
oh my
and
gosh! I realized we're in 2025. I'm like, oh, it was released like 2020.
yeah, that's what you're
That is
thinking. I
5
realize.
That is 5 years. Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yo,
snap.
if it was released in 2020, that means like the world was on a write off right then. So a lot
It was
of
a
things
whole
are-
different time stream as far as streaming goes, and you know, it was
But
different.
that's not fair. But let's give
You
it a
wanna
listen.
listen-
I do want to listen to
But
it.
he's going to Trinidad now, so you know what happens when he gets to Trinidad.
Yeah, him and
And
Masha are
the link's going to
definitely
be
Yeah.
So you're going to hear new music, and trust me,
Right.
them have something to cook up
It
already.
probably retrend.
Them
Yeah.
probably
And-
start cook already long time.
Yeah.
The song it got 1 million streams on YouTube, especially for the lyric video. This is not the actual music video.
Oh, okay.
So the
okay.
lyric video got 1 million.
I'll play Super Soca.
Need to get
Yeah,
my
that's
video
right.
to 1 million.
I never heard this. but
Right?
that's-
Like, how did this happen to pass by in the tuck? During the time when we were all inside.
Marshall.
Remember, he was in jail. He was in jail.
But still,
I met a girl from Trinidad. She from Levante area. Say she know me a dancehall king. So she want teach me calypso. She done round pon the dresser. Tell me fi apply the pressure. Me see the curtain a move now. I'm a there so the door a fi drop down. Chook it, chook it, chook it. Yes, only chook it, chook it, chook it.
oh, I do know this song then.
It's Vybz Kartel.
That's crazy. I've been hearing this song then.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's so-
I seen.
I
this-
just never knew it
Did you
was
see the
Vybz.
smile on her face? I don't
Just
think
thought
camera
she was
caught it.
like,
Well, she
"Ooh."
was like, "Oh, vibes on Soca."
Smile on her face. You saw what her leg was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting ready to. Yeah.
Okay.
That's versatility right there. Still,
I'm
just saying, it's versatility.
You know, and a lot of people forget they haven't touched Vybz Kartel pop music.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They haven't gone like his catalog is crazy.
he still has major laser
know
in the
what I mean?
talk and stuff.
So house
Oh,
music.
major league.
Yeah, his catalog's crazy. So
Don't get me wrong, Masha was on House too. So
That sounds interesting. On House.
Yeah,
he
Masha was on house.
He had the song with Ariana Grande.
Yes, I was about to say, didn't he also connect with Mr. Guy who was doing it for a good hot moment in the 2000s? Calvin? What
Oh,
is his
Calvin,
Calvin Harris.
Harris.
name? Yes.
Really?
I swear he was on a track with him too.
Wow.
Yeah. You know,
Where,
and
like, where was I?
he was busy, man. Calvin was busy.
No, he had a.
He was busy.
Because that was like top 40 time, man.
That was,
It was.
That's when EDM had everybody in a chokehold.
Oh, my
But
gosh.
that's the thing. Maybe it was that here. You know
See,
what I mean?
and I think that's the biggest part of the conversation. It's more so the impact here versus what it is internationally versus what it is in the States
For whom?
for just either
Any artist?
genres? Because they're both Caribbean genres,
Yeah.
right? Does it still hold the same in the States like it does in Canada, right? I think dancehall is probably a little bit more popular here.
Then what? Soca? Then Soca?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
In Canada,
No
it's
guess.
dancehall is a lot more popular. Here
It's
in
a lot more
Canada.
popular in Canada and the US.
in the States as well.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Like the East Coast, that's like New
Just-
York,
just
Florida.
agree.
It's just
disagree.
Listen.
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 When people talk about the
Don't do that.
when people talk about the Caribbean countries, like,
Yes.
and it's sad, but they mention Jamaica. It's always Jamaica.
Yeah.
Just like they see a black person, oh, you're Jamaican, even if the man's not
Yeah.
Jamaican.
I've been
It's always Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana. I know there's others, but they mentioned those three. Those are the top three that they mentioned.
Oh,
yeah,
someone-
but those were the top immigrating.
Not only that, it's a top three that has made an impact because Destro, Trinidadian, right?
Yes.
Marshall, Trinidadian.
Yes.
Right. So, and then at one point you had the St. Vincent's coming in because you had Zola. Wait,
Yes.
Zola's Trinidadian or St. I think
She's
she's St.
Vinci.
Vincent.
Yeah.
She had the
Vinci,
Zola
yeah.
coming in. Then you go back to the Trinity, you had the Bungie, you had the Fayan, you get me? I say? So you have to look upon it. Those were the countries that had people representing, so that's why they were always mentioned. It's not just the immigrant. No, they had people representing.
What's that guy's name? Let me hold you.
Baby.
But that's not. But
He's
He's,
Vinci.
he's Vinci.
He's Vinci, yeah.
Vinci?
Yeah, he's
They-
Vinci.
And they play that all the time. Yeah.
St. Vincent,
Who you talking
when it comes
Wait,
to soca,
Wait, who is he talking about?
you see, talking Kevin Little. But
yes,
there's another.
Kevin
pair.
Little.
There's Rupee. Is
Rupee.
Rupee?
Oh, because I'm like,
is Bayesian, I believe.
Okay.
and then at one point you had the Bayesians step up. So the Bayesian were getting because you had Stabai.
Yes.
That name.
Stabai. Hey, listen.
Yo.
Stabai song, when me a fet. I'm me fet.
I
No,
remember.
no, no. Yo,
what was it?
listen.
What year was that? What year was?
That name
yeah,
is-
boy. Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
when
yeah,
Stabai
yeah,
was
boy.
running, just say when Stabai was running, when it just hit, whatever year that was, I can't remember. But
Stab by.
Jesus, I was fet. We
You
used
ever-
to
you
fet
never
like
heard the song?
crazy.
I've never heard the.
What you
The
probably
song, just
heard
know the song starts and you have absolutely no idea what he's
Yeah,
saying. I'd ask
literally
Stabai,
the beginning is-
you have no idea what he's saying.
Yeah, and then
Right.
he's like,
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
You heard it before.
Stab is
Go,
wrong.
stabby, go,
Dun,
stabby,
dun,
go,
dun, dun,
stabby,
dun,
go.
dun.
dun, dun,
I probably heard it, but
Yeah.
I didn't connect it with.
Yeah,
the,
man. So
Yeah.
when Stabby out with the Bayesian get them liquor shine. So you get me. So when you're representing for the country, that's when you realize your country name get called up more. But then Jamaica always stay the top contender because one, forever we have Bob Marley.
Yeah, that's.
And then we had the Usain Bolts. So the country was on such a high pedestal. And then you had our artists going international. You had the Beanie, you had the Bunty, you had the Yellow Man, you had the Shabba. So those are the things made.
Yellow Man,
and don't
yo.
get me wrong. In
Shout out to
Trinidad,
Yellow
you
Man.
had their hit makers that were, that's why those countries stay afloat. And that's just in the music, entertainment industry. Right? But for other reasons too, like, that I might not be able to speak on, but I don't speak what I know, which are the music.
I know what James put him on. He's putting me on right now. Haitian music, compa.
Ooh.
That is starting to
That Haitian music
compa. Yeah.
different.
Them I get them buzz right now, man.
Yeah.
So everybody have you just show your time. Everybody have a time,
Cause that's
And
the thing. Like I remember, for me, it was always dancehall reggae from Berries and Beanie Man.
Shout out
but
to Berries,
this
man.
all it was. And then I think I had 2005. I always remember it. Like I heard soca here and there, but like I always remember hearing. What was the song that made me say, okay, I gotta listen to soca? Yeah, sure. Well, Carnival, obviously from Destra,
It's kind of yeah.
but Dead or
Dollar
Alive, it was Dead or Alive. Sherwin Winchester. Once I heard that, I said, okay, this is okay. I like what I'm hearing, right? But I didn't know.
But that's what I try to tell you. When me used to fet soca music, I'm not saying it. Listen, and I want people to understand what I'm saying, right? It's not that it doesn't make sense right now. The younger generation is going to sing about their experience and things that
Right.
they know and their slogans and slang, which we might not know.
Right.
I can only speak on my generation when the Marshall and Destra and Fayan and Bundry and all of them, sure, when they were reigning, when they used to come to Toronto, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but Toronto used to be big on soca at one point.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Major, like, remember Cool House? But
Yes.
then, if I hit you guys and go, I'll know if you guys been in it. If I go Palazzo, none of you guys know that.
Where?
I was
Palazzo, see?
Palazzo.
That shows, so they never affect them time there.
No, I
No.
never did fit
Palazzo,
them,
so yeah, Palazzo was big. So beer soca effect going. Them time when you see a flyer and you see Dr. J and you see Soca Sweetness, And the one reggae DJ was Fire Kid Steenie or DJ White Boy. That time they had the Vertex sound too. Vertex used to be around where White Boy and Breadfruit. They used to be.
Shout out to Vertex Sound. I remember
Vertex. I'm not sure you. It's a long time. That time the Soca. When they hear Soca, oh
I mean,
God.
Soca was definitely heavy on the radio for sure. Too.
We were fetting from Thursday to Sunday.
No,
Yeah.
that's the schedule. That's the fed
Thursday to
schedule.
Sunday.
I mean, the other part too is that Dr. J also was when he used to have his segment on 98.7.
98.5, 93.5, 93.5. It would go Soca. I think it was Soca from like
9 p.m.
5 to 6, and then it would be specs. Like it'd go Blue Zone.
I'm talking
then-
before that. I'm talking from when I was kid, because I grew up knowing Jay 98.7, and he
93.5.
he'd be like Jai. That's how he used to come in. Yeah, when it used to be like that, and it was just Soca. It would turn like 9 p.m.
I'm telling you
Soca
something right now.
all the way.
I'm telling you something, and this is me and be serious. Only can argue back and forth about what channel it was. Me never know not channel. I just
knew
my
when.
virgin link me and said there's a lot of girls here,
That's
and
so
that's the
funny.
reason I end up going
But
to a
how
Soca
old would
party.
you have been there? Because I'm talking about from like childhood in Canada.
No, I'm
Right?
talking when I was at the age where I shouldn't even be in the Soca Fed.
Oh,
I've been going from then.
From
And
what
my
I
brethren,
hear, this
listen,
is
my
stories that I hear. People are in the fete from 14.
like listen, I buck up on
Yeah.
some people that I used to fet with, and you see them
Yeah.
around now. They'll go to the soca parties and they're standoffish because they look like older folks, like our parents.
yeah.
Right, and then a youngin will go up to them and be like, not knowing that this person used to be a fat head before
Yeah.
you, and I see them and they're looking at me like,
It's like, how long I known you?
no, like, yeah, because they can't believe it. And even if I said how old I was, they're like, how? You've been fat with us when we were,
Yeah.
because it became, with soca, the thing is, it became like a family. Every time you go
Yes.
to the event you start drinking in the parking lot before you go in the soca event.
That's
I noticed that.
And it was
The
like,
lime,
you know,
yeah.
and when we're leaving, the sun's rising every time we're leaving a fete. So things change, man. But soca had a big impact. And like I said, big up the DJ, them, Dr. J, Soca Sweetness, Fire Kid Steenie, White Boy, Breadfruit. Big up the whole of them DJ. That was a generation of the DJs that I could recall that used to run the place. And Steenie still run the place to this day. So big up Steenie.
shout-
You know what I'm
That
saying?
That is
them
one
still-
person I need
Yeah,
to
man.
interview. That is
Steenie.
one person. Yeah.
Steenie,
Now
yeah.
go make it happen.
For real?
Yeah, man.
All right, bet.
Yeah,
make it
that
happen.
is one person. I need to
Seriously, I
interview
get
one
that, man. Steenie, I hear that, Steenie.
He was
Yeah, man.
funny,
Steenie
man.
around
He's
the
a
place
funny
long
man.
time, man. What must is Steenie? Soca Sweetness Steenie. And this is just me personally. Once I see those two names on any flyer back then, after that, I party there. Because it's going to be packed. Because remember, at one point, any party, Soca Sweetness or Dr. J or Steenie, it's packed.
Yeah.
Remember, Embers Banquet Hall, which was by Warden and Eglinton. And then they used to have Lionsgate at Kennedy and what is that, Ellesmere? That's where that's where majority of the fets used to be.
Right.
And then you go to Cool House for the big showdown now when the artists come in the city and all that. And it's funny enough that a dancehall me involved in them, but I've been to more fets than dancehall events because back then I was a soca head. I used to meet every single soca artist. I met every one of them. All of them. I meet all of them. I have picture of all of them. I was searching for them the other day. I said, what them picture here? But eventually I think I'll find them or my friends probably have them. But yeah.
So, okay. So
cool.
even in saying that, though the music is way more popular, as we were saying, dancehall is more popular, reggae is more popular here in Canada, from the culture's impact, would you say that soca probably was a little bit more impactful for on-site, in-person stuff?
Impact.
Now, when you say impact,
I have to get the, you know
I
what?
mean, like from a cultural standpoint, right? If you're going to all these events from when you're like 14, and
Did it have
you-
an impact on me? That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
like which one
Yeah.
of the genres had more of an impact on you?
But
from
I don't
growing
think
up?
it was. I don't think it was necessarily. It was like more.
if
The,
you're-
it was more the woman.
I'm
And I can be the music.
the women.
Or the
in
woman them.
music?
Because listen.
Okay.
Listen. Listen. I met this quick.
Island gal.
The first time we go on soca party, my virgin come home one night. We're at the house and he came home in the morning. He's like, yo, I went to this thing called a fete. We didn't even know what a fete was. He's like, beer gal. And me and his cousin are like, what? Yo, bro, you didn't link us. Da, 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 da. He's like, it's every weekend. I'm like, what? So he's like, yo, next time I'm gonna let you guys go. Bro, when we went to the fete and I walked in, because at that point, majority of the fittest girls were in the Fet. The ones that do sports. You used to see pure fit girl in the Fet. Even the big girls, they were active in the Fet.
I swear, soca is like cardio.
It
like
is
the whole
because you
time.
had soca size that they used to, is soca size called?
Yeah.
That they used to have at Lionsgate.
Right.
So when you go to the Fet, the first time I go party and without me trying to, do my thing, girls just rush you. 2-3 girls winding up on you. I'm gonna say, what? Yo, see when I started, I never stopped. Me love a woman, me love. Me have to keep it real. Me never stop. So soca is it's a different energy as well.
Yes.
Right?
It's good vibes.
It's
yeah.
just it's younger generation right now might think, oh shoot, this is it. Like we thought that was it back then. But when you think about it, like even me watching from outside, like it's not like what it used to be, man.
Well,
Trust me.
Really?
it's also not as authentic. That's the facts
That's the
about
next
it.
thing. It's not big. Yo, back then when I said soca in your veins, soca in your blood,
Well, what are the things today that make it like not as good as it used to be?
Oh,
the
there's
music
so
was
many things.
so different. It's
Yeah.
like the music stimulate your heavens, bro.
Like you
It's-
could hear the ocean breeze.
The
in
music, bro.
What can,
The music was different.
repeat
man.
that again. Repeat that
funny
again.
thing is
It
they
stimulates
stimulate
your
your
heavens.
heavens.
They both have the same like perspective.
You hear the music
I'm
and
here
you're
just
like,
learning this. I'm sorry.
you see when they're performing. I remember the artists and performing, and it's
Yeah.
like especially Sherwin used to come out like that's he used to have a song
That's-
like an Indian song used to come out and he's doing the with his head like I know my blood. No, for real, man. I'm not sure, yo.
Plus the
And
other
then
thing, I was gonna say it's the light show.
it was, bro.
The live performances, they had either a pyrotech or a light tech in
Yo,
there
I watched a
because
performance like that.
Foam
Fireworks was
Fest.
flying.
You've been to a foam fest? I mean, real foam fest. Not these little phony. You've been to a real foam fest. There used to be one down by the docks. When I say foam, the place, the room is so, it's not no big up, but the room when foam covers that. Yeah, wine on a girl and dip under the foam. If I wine at I would just because what song was that? There's a song that says that
Yeah.
about tea for wine. What song?
yeah. I believe it's
I'll remember it in a bit.
Patrice.
Wine on you.
That's how you know they have it in their brains.
No, when you can like you
Bro.
can recite it like
Bro, listen, man.
No,
listen.
because it was a really big thing. I mean, okay, the other part being that, mind you, I have gone to fetes only in my adult years. I'm not someone who was in the fet scene from when I was 18 or whatever, right? But for me, I grew up more so on the political side of soca. So
Interesting.
I did more of the galas. You saw a lot of the ambassadors coming in, and that's where music and me and soca was definitely there, right?
Right.
So people usually got dressed up and did like banquet halls and dinners and everything like that. And that's when you would hear a lot of the new tracks, right? When I got older, then you start to see the limes, the parking lot chilling. You get to meet people, and literally it's very
a
much
family, man.
community.
It's- yeah, it's a community.
oriented. This person you're meeting from here, you're eating chow from somebody's
Me never eat no chow. me never eat no chow.
anyways.
Me never know about, me never eat no chow. Listen.
Or you get a sweetie. You know, somebody might have a juicy pop or a solo from back home, and because somebody just recently came,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I can't with the both of you.
No, listen.
Chow is food, guys. Chow is food.
Me just never sure. Me
It's
just
a-
hear the chow. I mean, I say me never
It's
eat
a
no chow.
mango and red pepper.
I
Green
mean, no, but
pepper.
me never eat no chow.
You're
We
so
just
funny.
listen. The food
Trinidadian.
trucks were outside.
Yes.
You said the mango and pepper. I don't think we have we don't have a name for it in Jamaica, but we know how to do the same thing. We have the mango and the pepper. We don't have a name. We just cut mango and pepper and eat food. We don't make up a name for it. But the same way you said you guys were doing that, because there were food trucks
Yeah.
outside where you could get your food either before you go in or when you come out. Like they try to do it now when you go by the docks. They still try to do it, but it's just not the same, bro. When soca was like really
And people were importing stuff. That was the other part. I think that's the biggest part that's changed. The importing.
so like quality control.
Yeah, you were getting some real good
Listen.
whatever it is from back home.
listen to what I'm saying. Most people that you see today, I can point out a few, seeing them in person, started their families from soca party.
Facts.
Wow.
Met in soca party. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mother of my child I met in a soca party.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The first,
Yeah,
you brought me to my first fet. I think it was Return Fet. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Was it all white?
Okay, so you see, as you mentioned that, Listen How Soca was so sick that I even remember this right off the bat. You had Decal. You know what Decal is?
I've heard of it, but
You know what it is?
No, don't know.
Hold on. Oi. Hey, you know that interview when you get wait. Don't cry a leaving.
What is it called?
Don't cry a leaving. And then you had the Return Fet.
Okay, I did not know
That's what Decal
Meaning you
stands
come
for.
back.
that. Wow.
Don't cry, I'm leaving because I'm going back home.
And then the
I have
Return
the
Fet.
return fet because I came back.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole story.
I wasn't aware of all
The
that.
fets are story.
I just remember going in there.
Yeah, man.
Same thing. Baga gal. If I didn't have my brain on my head at that time, I probably would have fell in love. And I said, you know what?
You're so funny.
Lucky I'm a smart individual.
Oh, wait, you the father, with not with the soca, but with
with
different
somebody at the soap party.
Somebody at the soca party.
That is a truth, but but that's just what it was, yo.
Nah, I
it was
felt-
vibes because everybody was respect friendly.
Right.
But that's the thing with soca. Like even before I started going, my dad used to be like, "Yo, I can't bother with the Jamaican party. Too much bad man, I lean up on wall and
That's exactly
soca
what I
different
said.
party, right?" And that's the image that the dancehall party will portray. But then when you go to soca party, man, woman, are wine for you. You get? I say it was different. I don't think a man came there like, "Yo, you're whining on my woman." Eh? She was out doing her thing, dancing, and he's dancing because it
Right.
was just. It's like when you see carnival, and that behavior I'm expecting from people outside the culture that don't understand it to say, "No, it can't be whining on." But if you're within the culture and you see it, you need to understand that this is the culture.
Yeah.
Right? And soca played that role perfectly well. You get me? I say, where you go on soca party and your girl over there so dance and enjoy. Yo, remember at a party, I never forget this. It was a phone party at Cool House. Me I dance with a girl and then her friend run, jump on me. I have the girl, I wall up. One behind me, I whine for me, so I can't drop. I want to support my back. I have one in them and I want bend over and I whine in front of me. I say, oh God. And the thing is, when they see things like that, these females, it's like, I don't know if they get energized, like they want more. So now one each on your side, one on the next side.
No,
and before you know it, you're locked in with females. And guess what? I enjoyed every minute of it.
That is
Bro,
hilarious.
listen, man. Soca, yeah, man. Soca, it's not the same as it used to be. And I don't think it will ever be. And maybe we're just saying this because, believe it or not, we're old heads.
Yeah.
And the younger, what we're saying is what they're saying now. When they grow up, their generation is going to be like, it's not the same. It's just a repeated cycle, man. But,
Because I remember when a story time. I remember when Z and Jamie went and the whole bad mind thing. I remember you guys mentioning someone came and was like, they were forcing. It was like they were forcing the bubbles. They were forcing like, oh, come here, and then people had to explain to the person like, yo, we don't.
Yeah, that's not
but
how it works.
you,
how
you
it
see,
works,
the thing is, you see, listen, Jamaican man, I can't talk for everybody else.
You said it, yo.
Jamaican man will love woman, bro.
That's funny.
And that now go change, right? So
That
I
is
tell
so
you
funny.
straight.
Hey,
But
listen, you can love women. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just have some decorum.
No, well, I'm not talk about that.
Wow.
Because me can't speak why them do it. If it happened, I wasn't there. Plead the fifth. But Jamaica man, we love woman. You see, when my friend brought me to that soca party, now it's a chain reaction. Because you see, when me reached soca party and I went back home and I called my brother and said, yo, bro, if you knew what happened last night, and he's like, yo, bro, you didn't link me. Same thing I said when my friend went the first time. See, when I brought him and he's like this, screw up in the corner, because he's coming off the Jamaican vibe.
Right.
I see the first girl dance on him. I look over and see that smile on his face. This man would link me every weekend. I say, yo, when's the next
When's
fest?
Yo, bro. I remember the ride back on Sensikia. Like, when does this happen? I need to go to the next. And I remember it was cold too. It was winter cold, And I was just like,
no,
yo,
that didn't stop it. That
didn't stop
Bro,
nothing.
I'm driving to a fete
all.
before and crash. Driving to a fete. No, like, and it's a funny story now. We survived it. We're driving to the fete and racing and we ran up on the guardrail, ran up on the railing. The car actually went up, like tilt a bit over the next side, came back down and dropped in the middle of the road.
Wow.
Came out, looked at the car, and I'm like, shit, we're already there, man. Let's go. Gone. We'll deal with that after. We have to make it to this. Bro, listen, my virgin them can tell you, bro. Because I'm speeding, they're like, bro, you good? And I'm like, yeah. And like, it's like, I don't know if it's just bad luck. As soon as the man said, bro, you're going fast. Like I just slid up on the black ice, went up on the curb, the the metal piece and just drop it down. Came up, bumper, mash up. We drove straight to the Fet, went and had a good time. Next day we dealt with it. So I'm telling you, bro, no snowstorm. I remember driving home, females in the car, and there's like 3, 4, 5 females in the car. Itch up in a lap, and everyone just getting home because they may have taken a cab there
Right.
and couldn't get back home because they have no ride or they don't have no money or whatever the hell. But I remember taking home people in the night, me and my brethren them, and there's people in the car, like stack up more than the amount that should be in the whip. Yeah, bro. Like soca, those days, like when I hear a soca party, bro, my blood run. And then you always have its benefits. But then, no, like. No, I'm not knocking what they have now. It's just that the music back then spoke to you more, bro. Like, you know, it was different, man. It was different, especially when the artists come here to perform.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I didn't know who Nisa Preppy was at the time, and she went up and performed, and I was just like, "This is actually pretty sick." Like from playing, like it's been like like, I was late to the party. I'll say that I was definitely late.
I
to the
got
party.
deep involved with it because at one point I was talking to Zola, her niece. So I remember we went to the mall. She was explaining to us why she made the song.
What, more water?
No, go down low.
Oh.
She explained why she made that song. It was funny as hell. I was like, but yeah, man, it's the next time, you know.
I'll say
What at the next time?
I'll ask you this question. What would you say was your, because it seems like you guys had an experience like great events. Yeah. So what can you say was your most, like the best one, the most memorable one, and where was it? Because a lot of event spaces that these big events were kind of closed down.
Right.
So like, what would you say was like event space that you were like, okay, this was the spot. Like I always remember. Or I know you said Cool House
in Lionsgate, which was at Kennedy.
Yeah.
Right at the light of Kennedy, and what's that? Kennedy in Progress right now? That used to be the main spot. God damn.
See her reminiscing.
See, for me, it's not even a place; it's a destination.
Okay.
So this is when Juve or
hold
Juve
on.
and
Those
June.
were just the indoor. I
Yeah.
didn't even talk about the outdoor.
Yeah.
Oh.
When Juve and June was the one for me. It was an outdoor. I think it was about an hour drive.
Was it a Pain Fed?
No, water.
Water.
Yeah. But they had powder as well.
So you have powder, foam. I heard of oil.
Yep. Water.
The Bajan mostly, I think Bajan mostly do the oil.
Grenadians.
Grenadians.
Wow. Do they have eye wash stations? I know.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do.
I wouldn't know. Right?
It was great. Let me just say that. It was great because you're going out into a big forest area. No one's around. Who's going to stop you from listening to loud music? No one. You get into this place. They had the whole area set up. You're just walking in as if it was like getting ready for a marathon. The way they have those tents set up and everything like that.
Yeah.
So you're walking in and then you're getting like whistles, flags, water balloons, water soaker. Yeah, all these things. They're giving this to you so you can get into the Fet. And then when you got into the actual area, they had like food. It was all free. You got to take that, eat as you go. And then you get further in and then you see the stage. You see the actual fire truck, the water truck. They had the vendors in the back and it was just an open space. And when I mean it was mud.
I was naturally a troublemaker at these fets. I'm not even going to lie to you. I would get my water gun and load it with ice cold water.
Oh, but if it's summer, it's nice. It's refreshing.
It was never refreshing.
Okay, you know what?
I was
You the type
shooting
who probably
people.
had ice in it. Eh?
Yeah, I was shooting people with this. And trust me, when the cold hit their body, and they look around like,
it's not even a scream.
I tell you, it's different now, man. And this is a love. It's just overall, like I said, majority of it was like I love the females, and I was seeing at that time, at that age, I was seeing women of all different race, like. Because don't think this was just black people.
That's the thing with the city.
This was
Yeah.
everyone
It's
there.
very, like, multi-
everyone, and you're seeing different race, and I'm like, God, man, so many beautiful women. And like I said, majority of the individuals were in their prime, like fit, because they were involved in maybe I don't know, maybe sports in or outside of school or whatever they're doing, or soca sides they're doing, but they were fit. Majority of them that I seen in the parties.
Right.
And the big girls were performing in the party as well.
Yes.
These days, the big girls definitely not. You catch them in the soca party, they're eating a cake.
I can't.
Which that makes sense to me. I'm just being.
There's a few.
I'm just being.
There's a few who you will see on stage every now and then.
You know, which makes sense to me. I eat, bro. You're in a party. Like, come on.
I cannot.
And you have some of them that like I see now that I knew from back then, but you know, it's good, man.
Man, I feel like I'm just living it through you guys' eyes and some.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you could definitely still go to fets. It's not like you can't go, but it's definitely.
I can't enjoy a fet the way I used to. One, the team's not there, the roadies, and the music's not the same. Like,
yes, and I mean, one of the places that definitely used to host a lot of the live performances has closed down.
Yep.
So that's part of it. And when I mean,
what place was this?
Oh my gosh, Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Didn't Cool Out shut down as well, right?
Yeah. So
and Lionsgate, all of them shut down. Matter of fact, all of them did.
Phoenix, I think, was the last one. I think that one closed in 2017, 18, around then. But it was just like, and they would go out like crazy. When I mean, there was one time they had like the pre-show to the actual artist coming out. They had a ring, like a boxing ring, and the girls it was a bubbling challenge. So who had the best wine? And when I mean the girls were climbing up the ring to wine and then doing a trick, doing a flip into the, like, it was crazy.
Royal Rumble.
This was, but for rhythm. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And then the artist was coming out and coming into the ring and performing.
Royal.
Okay. That's
like, they went out.
That's a setup.
Yeah.
That's
so
a setup.
I think that also does add to it, where it's like not a lot of people are investing into making the entertainment amazing.
Right.
Like they were actually going above and beyond to make sure you had a show. You weren't just coming and the thing is, what was also great, you were spending your $25 and you were getting that. Right.
And this is exactly what I want. In a few years, I want someone to speak about my performances and my music. Exactly how we're speaking about it. Say, yo, you go to Trueace show, like, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I said, everything takes time. You know what I mean? Because I go to different ends of the city and stuff, and like the response that we get from people, it's just like very energetic. They love it.
Right.
You know, so it's just the more we put out and the more, you know, people get to know you eventually. Because don't get me wrong, I have soca song.
Yeah.
I have Afrobeat song.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Me have all of them. Me have R&B song.
R&B too.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, listen. I'm an artist.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I make music,
Right.
right? I never once, and I don't put myself in a box and say, this is all I do. I do dancehall. And,
Right.
you know, because you never know. Someone reach out to you and say, hey, you know, I think you'd be good for this project. Are you able to, what are you going to say? Nah, that's not my genre. Nah.
Yeah, you're limiting
So,
yourself.
you know, and I've always been that all-around person that try think outside the box, you know? So, yeah, man. I have all type of music, man.
Yo, have you ever been nervous on stage, bro? Because, yo, when I saw you perform, it's like, I don't know if it was just your energy or the team with you or everything. It just seemed like, yo, performance, right into, like you. Sometimes you'll see people start off and they're not like, hi guys.
Yo.
Like, you could see it. But, yo, as soon as his brethren, because I'm a person that watches performances. As soon as, I don't know who the guy was, flipped up his laptop.
Lando.
Doing intro.
Big up Lando.
Yo,
Yeah,
as
man.
soon as, and then he tested the little soundboard or whatever. Yo, it went just up. And I'm just like, yo, and the funny thing is, because it's like, it went from like an R&B set to like dance. I'm like, okay, here we are. And it set the tone in the sense of like, now everything's upbeat.
Right.
And I'm just like, people are just not nervous. Like, what is that energy to you? Like, is it just experiencing performance? Is it just knowing the crowd? Like,
No,
I don't
it's
know.
not. It's not even that, bro. Because you can have the experience and still go out there, and you know the worst part is to answer your question, performing, and there's one person doing this.
Nah,
They're not jumping. They're not waving. Nothing. They're looking at you, and
Oh,
you, as much as you want to look away,
yo,
that person will kill. If you're not strong, they kill you.
Really?
Because now you're like, why the hell are they not moving? You know what? Sorry, and I've encountered a few of those that I look in the crowd and they're not even moving, and I'm like, what the hell? And they're not. It's not like they're talking to someone. They're looking at you,
Yeah.
eyeballing you, and
You know who those people are? They're either the critics or the judges.
that's exactly what it is.
Or the
That's
same.
the reason why.
I'm not gonna lie. I was that person, but it's because I'm actually listening.
You're
and seeing-
listening.
Yeah.
and I'm looking at the control because
Yeah.
I'll be the same person like, yo, good performance.
Yeah.
But like sometimes it doesn't even click that it's I'm watching everything, right? So that's why I could say like I saw the guy in the laptop. I saw when you went straight from the mic. Even when the mic, I remember the speaker. I remember like as he's going, he's telling, "Hey, yo." Up, like turn my speakers up, turn this up, but it felt like it was a part of the performance.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So no, once you get on the stage and you start off performing, and the respond you're getting from the crowd as well, they play a big part, right? So
Right.
people are responding to you, and if you have a good, like you said, a team,
Right.
especially when the DJ is working with you,
Right.
and if you have someone else on the stage like your hype man, when they're
Right.
working, it's all connected, man. It would just flow because a lot of people don't understand this. We've never ever prepared for a set.
Whoa, that's really.
So this is
Yo.
authentic.
What?
We getting this off
Yo,
the real.
yo,
when I
listen.
say I watched the set, it looked like I
Okay.
felt
Off
like it
the
was
rip is-
elaborate, bro. It looked elaborate. That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Listen, see from me touch the stage, I'm gonna look from a DJ, I say, squeeze. Or kick it off. Any one of them, I say, squeeze a song, kick it off. Anyone, or drop that. Anything from him play a song, I'm going with that. Right? We don't prepare and say, okay, this one's gonna drop, that one's gonna drop. Half the time we're going there, like the last show I did in Ottawa, the man's like, yo, pick your songs out. I'm like, yo, bro, just play anything. And I get what he's saying. He's trying to be prepared, but I'm like in the mood, like I don't care, man. Then he's like, he got upset, like lock down the laptop, and then time came, I'm on stage, and I'm like, yo, play. And the first song, I look at him like, the fuck, you know what I mean? I'm looking back at him like, that's not what I want you to start. But then I never gave him anything. But then, as you work together as a team, and this is why it's good to have a team, you realize that you know how to maneuver around that, right? So you start moving around that, you start performing, and nervous, maybe, but you get over that over time. You're there to do a job. It's just like your work. At first, when you start doing your work, you're a bit nervous, but once you get a hang of it, then, simple thing. You get what I'm saying?
That's sick, man. Because even, yeah, I just remember that performance. Now that you're saying that it was just off the split, it's like, what?
Yeah, when music on music, we have the catalog, we have enough music. So if we look at the crowd, we go and we see, because there's always someone performing before us. So we look, even if we have to start the performance, you see the crowd and you're like, okay. He goes up, like he said, he tests a sample, whatever beat. You can hear, they feel it. You can see the crowd reaction. And the DJ has to be quick as well, because if he's doing tum, and he squeeze like the first 5 seconds, just to warm up, and you're in the background talking in your microphone before you hit the stage, the crowd is not even reacting. He can tell. Scratch dropping you, And yeah, that's the thing about the team that we work with. Like, we're well, even though we don't prepare, we're still organized, you know what I mean?
Right.
And we know what each other wants to work with. So, you know what I mean? But it works out. But no, we've never prepared for a set.
That is kind of mud still.
And we've done countless shows. We've never prepared for a set.
I was
That's
about to say, this sounds like countless hours of practice. You guys have put in your 10,000 hours, and that's the reason why when you guys meet each other, even if it's like unrehearsed, it's like
Seamless.
perfect. Yeah.
Because people say to us all the time, yo, you guys, what you guys are doing, we can see it's well organized. And I'm sitting there like,
If only you knew.
Yo, bro. Because literally, like when I say literally, because it's like you're seeing people set up, like literally set up like laptops and stuff, but literally, I know who's performing next based off like, Cole.
this was at the Hunfest.
Yes.
Oh.
So as soon as I seen the guy come, I'm seeing like the guy move his laptop, who was there, and he puts in the laptop. The girl's talking, Brooklyn's talking. I'm hearing the soundboard go off a bit, like their dubs and whatever. Goes on stage, talks for a bit, track hits. And it was like, I don't think he did the whole track. Next track. And it's like, yo, when do you guys know to switch tracks? Crowd's feeling it. And I'm watching the crowd's feeling it. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm just like, hey, that's, like you said, 2,000 hours, man.
Yeah, that's your practice.
Yeah, we might be corresponding and practicing, don't even notice it by doing certain little things that we do. It could just be a conversation.
Right.
And the DJ, like, will be around, like, driving, and he's playing a specific song, or maybe I'm playing a song. singing back to the song, and that's like a rehearsal, and he don't even know it. So he's familiar with it now, and he's like, you know what, that's a song. So maybe in his head, he knows the setup. But one thing I'll say for sure, the song that's your most popular song, even if we don't practice this, you're not going to put it out there first.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, right? But we have enough music. Myself, J Star, otherwise Shandiva, we have enough music, right? Ching Boss, we have enough music to go on stage and just perform songs without even organizing this one second, this one, you know? So yeah, man.
So who's the team? Like, it sounds like it's a...
Yeah, there's a full team. Like each and every one has their thing going on for them, right?
Right.
Like Ching Boss, like I said, just dropped the song Prosperity with Jamil. He has his label Ching's Record. Myself, J Star, Lando, otherwise Shandiva, Active Record. When we're all together, it's one flame.
Oh, okay.
That's
Simple.
what I heard, yes.
One flame.
That's what I
Right?
heard. Also.
And then
Okay.
get bun.
right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's J Star, you have otherwise, you have Shandiva, you have Ching Boss, you know, you have Lando, who is this DJ, Lando Management, Lando all around, Lando make things up, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
good,
man.
man. So I would say if you were to perform, I'll wrap this up with this question. If you were to perform on one of these two options, Colors or Tiny Desk,
Ooh, that's a good question.
which one would you choose? Colors is the one with, like, I guess it's like just the color, the mic. There's other ones like Off the Radar and other ones, but like, which one would you?
There's like legends, there's a lot of them.
Which one would you pick? Would be your go-to?
Yeah, it's tough. Colors are alright. I might do Tiny Desk. yeah, Tiny. I'll do both of them still. I don't even lie to you. But if I was to pick one, jeez. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna rally back with that question, right?
Okay.
So the next time, so what am I doing? I'm gonna do one and then come back and be like, I did the one
did
that I
that
thought I
one.
would pick.
True,
But no,
okay.
because like these days people are emotional and they might feel like you're bashing their platform. Right? When that's really not what it's not what you're doing. It's not intentionally.
No,
But you're
that's
really,
fair.
you know, I would do both of them just to be exact. But whichever one reaches out first or I get in contact with them, you know, we'll know.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna ask one. Being in the industry this far, what are some of the challenges and obstacles you face?
Lots of it. Radio hosts, the DJs, they don't play your songs unless they're your friends. Right? And the radio hosts in Toronto there, it's very difficult to it's to a minimal. They don't really play a lot of local artists. But you'll find that they're playing a lot more international big acts, even locals that are not from the country. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they're not supportive. Majority of the radio personnel are not supportive. The DJs especially, they give you all, like, I've gotten excuses like, yo, when we're at a party, more you come stand up beside me and what me I stand up beside you for? To play my song, bro? You're telling me I can't be home and get a call from someone saying, yo, such just play your song, and the club went crazy. We don't get those because it's a friend business. It's all friends and gatekeepers. A lot of people might feel it's not there, but it's always there. You know what I
It's
mean?
always there, man.
And a man like me and my team, when I ramp with them, man, we draw them out. Draw them out and make them know, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Them not support the Toronto artists, them.
Just
And
like that.
they support their friends and who better than them friend. Lyrically. Who better than them friend, man?
Where's the gunshots?
Yeah, man. Gunshot that sound weak. What better than all that gunshot there?
Okay.
That sound weak. But that's just the fact. Man, I'll be
No, it's
straightforward. They're not supportive. You know, most of the DJs in the city, there's very few that I can name that will support what we're doing.
Right.
The rest, it's either some payola, them want you pay them this whole heap of money for
Wow.
this and I'm like, bro, you're a DJ. Without an artist, you have no job. You need music.
Right.
Likewise the radio hosts, right? And I think they need to bring it back to where certain percentage of local has to play in the country before you can play. They need to bring that back.
Agree.
Because,
So-
yeah.
Because this is something that I'm always constantly advocating, especially here on the podcast. All the
But I feel like they do it, but it's a weird thing. Like for example, Flow, like before it was like Flow 935, they will say their quota will be literally Drake in the Weekend, and they will flush that all the time,
Right.
for the Canadian quota, and it's
Yeah.
like you notice it, like
Yeah,
it's,
but
See, it used to be different. So I remember Flow, like recently they did this little segment thing where they did a segment on just local artists. And I personally am not a fan of that. I liked it back in the day when it was you heard your local artists in between other artists that were international.
Yeah, you
or
don't
from the
necessarily.
States.
I don't like when they Oh, this is local thing from.
Yeah.
No. Just play the
let
song.
it play.
Just let it play.
Play the song.
Like-
you don't need to do that.
And they'll go
because
find it.
people will love it.
Right?
They'll go find it. They'll call and they'll request it, just like anything
Exactly.
else. Oh, what's that song that you just played? Who's that?
Right?
You give them details then, but the thing is, there's too much gatekeeping and too much friendship business. Like, I'm playing you because you're my friend. Yet there's songs that I'm listening to that's amazing, that would move the crowd,
Yeah.
that people can resonate with. But them now play them song that them want to play the little.
Yeah, like we forget, like we act like we didn't listen to Nelly Furtado on the radio, like
Yeah.
majority of our life. Who else? Socrates, Chaos,
Like Alanis
You know,
Morissette,
like Alanis Morissette. We've heard these people on the radio. There was
Sean
no,
Desmond.
oh, hey, this is your local artist coming to you from, like Timmons,
Shania Twain.
But even
Twin.
with that being said, right?
like
It at one point, and I want every new and younger artist out there to understand this. Don't make them think they're about it, yo.
No.
Because you see, as long as you're putting in the work, you'll reap what you sow. You're gonna get the greatness is gonna forward,
very true,
right? And that's Grandeza,
Right,
because
right.
I'm pretty sure I don't know if you guys know what it means.
Grandeza.
I know it's Spanish.
Oh.
Grand is big, I think, right?
Yes.
So, like I said, if they put in the work, it will come. Grandeza. So, what do you think it is?
Let me Google Translate. This is Google.
Grandeza.
I thought it was Italian.
Spanish.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Grandeza.
Grandeza. That's
Grandeza.
Yeah.
Because you want it to be Italian,
I was
so
thinking
that's
it
what
was
you would say it.
Italian,
But
you
it's
know?
Grandeza.
Okay.
Maybe who knows why? It's Spanish.
Greatness.
Oh, just greatness. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did there. Okay.
Yeah, so it takes time. Just put in the work. Eventually, will come in. Don't worry about now play a song, because keep in mind, and just to go off topic quickly, Dad's passing away. Gave his son a watch. Said go sell this at the shop for me. Son went to the, what do you call those shop? Pawn
shop.
shops.
Pawn shop. Yeah.
Guy wants to give him like 3,000. He come back and say, Dad, no one wants to buy this watch. It's old. Dad go, okay, go to the museum. He came back excited. Oh, Dad, I came back and museum wants to give me $5,000. Dad said, okay. Now go over and I'll send him somewhere else. He came back and he's like, no, he went to the museum. He went somewhere else and he's like, Dad, a guy offered me 50,000. His dad said, that's good. Not because this person around you don't value what you have. There's someone out there that does. So know your value. So not because Toronto does not accept their locals, there's people out there that's going to treat you different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you just need to continue at what you're doing, be consistent. And I know it's difficult, especially when it seems like you're not getting that energy back. But, just continue on. Yeah, man, you must kick off a face.
Yo, that's a wicked way to wrap it up.
Yeah, like that's
Okay. Well, before we go, tell the people about your EP. Let them know.
Okay,
what it
perfect.
is.
Yeah, so did I do an introduction? No, I didn't, but
Oh, you did.
I am Trueace.
Yes.
Trueace on every single platform. There are many ace, there only can be one, and that's a true ace. If you do find any other ace, delete them. Right? I just released an EP October 18, 2024 called Grandeza. Consists of 6 tracks. Right now, it's doing extremely well. There's one in general called Budman Rock. There's a dance routine out there for it. You can find it on TikTok. You can see it on Instagram. There's a lot of people from different ends of the world that's doing the viral dance. And it's growing. April coming, there will be a competition. This will be located in Jamaica. There will be a competition, and the grand prize is like 300,000. So,
whoa. Okay.
Okay.
so everyone, lock in. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a special host as well.
Nice.
I won't say the name yet, but
Okay. Looking forward to seeing that reveal.
tour coming up. I forgot. Tour's coming up. Myself, Rebel, Malidan, February, starting the 21st, right back into the 21st, 22nd, 3rd, 4th, I think to the 25th, or the whole weekend. We have a tour. So Ottawa, Montreal, Hamilton, Toronto. So you guys look out for that as well.
And
Cool.
are the dates already listed? Where can they find
from
them?
the 21st right back to the 24th, I think.
Okay, and where can we find this information?
You can look at my page. I posted the first flyer. I haven't posted the second one. And you can go to Fusion Entertainment on Instagram and you see all the flyers.
Okay.
Perfect.
Or you go to Rebel's page or Maladan. It's on their page.
Awesome.
Jeez.
You guys heard it here on the Vent Podcast. Yeah.
Anything else to say?
Nah, man. I'm happy. You know, I feel like I had a better interview this time around.
Yeah?
Because,
God.
because the nerves, bro. Anxiety was teching me back then, bro, over there. Yo, I was struggling.
Plus, we were under time and pressure.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Oh.
We had some controls.
Okay.
This is a
This is just us.
smooth vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I can't leave without I say big up the whole team, you know. Big up the whole team and big up even some artists I'm gonna mention because you have a lot of bad artists. So big up like J Star, big up Ching Boss, otherwise Shandiva. You know, you have Tuan out there. You have Finnick, big up Finnick. Finnick and bad artist too. Big up Lando. You see me, Lando, the DJ, my management as well. Who else we can call? Jesus, what's his name? Young you, I'm forgetting me. Oh God, that's not good. But big him up to him, know already. You know, him just drop a music video as well.
Awesome.
So big up all the artists, them. Big up everybody who has support the music. Big up the fans, the well-wishers. Big up even the enemies, you know, because them have to check out my page for know where I'm going. So big one up to. Yeah, man, I support, you know. Yeah, and what is under my nose? I'm out.
This guy.
I would always want to say that still. I always
That's
want to say
hilarious, yo.
that. But I have to cut it this way up. You see me? I'm out.
Yo. Yeah,
That's
man.
true, but
But Trueace, I just want to say thank you for showing up, being our first interview in a long time. Because I don't think we did any interviews in 2024.
No, we didn't.
Oh, you guys didn't?
No.
No, yeah.
2024
We
was-
took a break for the interviews, yes.
Yeah.
Well, after the shows, then I'll be back after
Yeah,
the
you're
weekend.
gonna-
Did I say it was February 21st? I did say that?
Yes.
Yeah, February 21st right until like the 24th.
Okay.
So after that, then we'll
Link up
forward
again.
back and, you know.
Okay.
Oh,
we'll
we'll
do a
link
recap.
up, bring your team, whatever.
Yeah, I'll bring the team.
Yes, bring the team. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll come with the team
Yeah.
and do a full out interview.
Yeah,
Next
man.
time we have to have like a drop down
Oh
screen.
yeah, we gon'
Yeah, we need like a drop down screen, videos of like little piece of the shows
Okay.
reflecting like
multiple
Yes.
cameras. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We'll,
yeah.
we'll set it
Need
up
that.
proper still. Live performance. You know?
Ooh,
Yeah, 'cause
if
we-
that
I
would
mean-
be great to have a live performance.
Something.
next time.
Jade Dust. Oh my God, big up Jade. Big up Jade. Me can't forget. Big up Jade Dust. Jesus. Big up Jade. Jade Dust is a bad artist in the city. Bad female artist.
That's
Yeah,
what's
man,
up.
Jade
That's
Dust.
what's
you know.
up, man. I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So
Yes, to our viewers, you heard it here live on the Vent Podcast. Shout out to Trueace. You can find all his music streaming on YouTube and Spotify and across other streaming platforms.
DSPs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Or you can go to www.trueacemusic.com. You can get your merch. Personal one. No, you don't get nothing like that.
I'm
You get your merch.
rolling.
You get the music.
Rolling.
You get all my update. You can, check out everything. But everything, man, everything is connected, And
Yes.
everything fully active.
And definitely check out the tour dates.
Yes.
Get your tickets. Make sure that you're there. We're going to be moving around Canada. Yes, and letting it be known because, support the things.
And you know the thing go.
Trust me.
Nothing a nice like what we been go.
Yay.
That is it.
That's what's up. The Vent, True Bass, True Ace.
True bass. Damn, I should create a true bass.
Duh! Just look out, percentage would be nice. Yeah. True Bass, True Case, whatever, whatever.
Create a whole true, Just know when it gets out there, then Beyonce have the beehive.
Yes.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a true ace army, But I might name it True Race.
Oh, okay.
Aye.
Don't thief that. And I want to know.
All right.
It's copyrighted and
Okay.
patented.
Yep, it's patent right here, bro. So, this is the Vent, True Ace, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Wash your hands.